Recording is in progress. Hello, everybody. Daryl Snyder, Brandon Abbey, Fantasy Sports Logic. We are excited to announce, actually the second announcement, we partnered with 4 Deep, Benny Riccardi, Tommy G, and Nicole Valencia, part of the great team over there, and we've created something very special for the community members. You get access to the monthly or lifetime subscription for either $5 or $50 off. $5 off the $29.97 a month, $50 off the one-time lifetime while we make it available while we're in beta, $299.97. And you can also test drive for only $1. And I'm sorry we didn't make, so you got a 25-cent discount on the dollar test drive. It would have mathematically cost us a pain, but it is only $1 7-day, which means if you're watching this video that we're going to post to YouTube, you can get within that 7 days football, which is the showdown slate Thursday for the Kansas City Chiefs Detroit Lions, the main slate, which we're at here, or the Monday or the Thursday through Monday. So all sorts of options. You can access it for DraftKings or FanDuel. And we're going to show you some of the things we've been working on. If you're not familiar with what makes us so different, it's called the Contrarian Edge Optimizer because we have a contrarian mode on or off. And that allows you to get a little different, which is kind of one of the strategies that helps people to have an opportunity to win. And then we have a stack attack mode feature that we like to run on. It's a little bit different in MLB. If you watch the video that we posted, I did with Nicole, you'll see you can stack. We really like you to do 4 or 5 there if you're playing multi entries, like at least the 20 all the way up to 150. In NFL, we kind of like the 2, maybe no more than 3 in a full slate of games, which is what we have Sunday. Brandon, are you excited? Are you ready for some football?
I am so ready for football, you can't believe it. But
well, that's because your Stanford Cardinals have a cakewalk of a game this weekend, and you're a big college guy too, right?
Yeah, we're undefeated, going to play USC in the Coliseum, and we're dogs by 29.5 points right now.
We talked about that at breakfast today when you came in on your way back from Petco, and yeah, I like the points against obviously a powerful Trojan team, but I think they're still trying to figure the defense out. But this isn't about college. We will have college eventually. This is NFL with you can see 5-player projection partners, including our secret sauce blend, not just any partners, a Baker engine, 10,000 simulations of the NFL slate, FTN data, 40,000 simulation, RotoWire, Sport Radar, Sports.io. They're all probably safely combined over 100 years of experience in providing data. And we are proud, we believe we are very contrarian and that we are the only ones that we know of that offer all 5 in our secret sauce blend in one place. But what does that mean? Besides, it really sounds fancy. Anything, what's it mean to you, Brandon?
Oh, it means you can get as diverse as you want to. You have so much flexibility with this. You can lock players in, you can lock players out, you can lock teams out. It gives you as much flexibility as you could possibly imagine. And just using the software that Leonard has built can put together some unbelievable lineups. You know,
we were witnessing them earlier. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, remember back in the day when we were doing this all on paper and reading the newspapers, and that was a long time ago, but I'm old, so.
Couldn't wait to get that USA Today.
Yeah.
Monday, and then Tuesday for the Monday night game, if you included the Monday night, right? And
as long as it wasn't on the West Coast.
We had to have everybody double check each other to see if the scoring was actual, but we've come a long way since the late 90s, 2023. What we did here, we put it in auto, 2 players, stack attack mode on, didn't touch anything. You could lock anybody if you want to. If you just say you could go into sport options and you could fade any team. If you say absolutely positively do not want any Arizona Cardinals because you can't name the quarterback. Can you name it? Brandon,
Nope.
name a quarterback. Can't name one. Joshua
Nope.
Dobbs and Clayton Tune, 2 household names. One or the other will end up being the quarterback playing until Murray gets healthy enough to play. So I'm going to hit generate lineups.
I imagine we're going to see some Washington defenses show up since they're playing Arizona this week.
Yeah, they are. They're definitely probably a flavor of choice. It's figuring things out. There we go. Let me move this Zoom. Recorded this for everybody, and we move that up to show you what we have. There's a blend. It's going to try to use as much salary as it can of the 50,000 available. I'm going to do some house cleaning, move Brandon and I down here. You'll see the proprietary secret sauce blend of the other 5 providers, Baker, FTN, RotoWire. What you'll notice is diversity, right? Contrarianism is trying to get you as many choices as possible. The blend of the Baker, FTN, RotoWire, Sport Radar, and Sports Data IO. And you can see Baker Mayfield, Mac Jones, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson, right? And if you just said, I don't want any of those, I just lock me in Lamar and let me run, you do that too. I don't know how different you'll be, but it's all in your strategy. But what we like to show, let's say the blend, it's Mayfield, Jones, Jackson. So you got the Packer running back, the guy along with Hall probably doing most of the carrying out of the backfield for the Colts while Taylor figures out what he's going to do on PUP for the next 4 weeks. Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase, the tight end for Cleveland, your buddy Debo for the 49ers, and as you said, the Commanders, Washington. But let's say we want to get, I want to see a bunch of different things. I'm going to play the max 150. I'm going to go after that Millie Maker $5 contest. There's only 1.2 million entries in it, Brandon, and we can show people what they can do with 150. Could be life-changing. But I don't want to have to take the time to figure it all out on paper like we did back in the 90s. So I'm going to hit the button and say, show me 150 possible entries that are all different. And look at what it's doing. It's thinking on it. It's pondering.
Well, there are a lot of calculations going on.
Yeah, probably. I mean, Leonard could tell us. He's the math guy. He's our chief technologist. So bright, he's on the inventor's patent for the original GPS chip back with Texas Instruments in the 80s. So he's parlayed all that intelligence into programming with our team, and you can see what it's doing. It's still figuring it out.
And he's won a few fantasy games himself.
Yeah, we're right in the middle of an update, but I think we caught it. It updates from these partners. We ran it before, so you can see what's happening. Still calculating. See what it shows us here. 150 different options. Tell me when to stop.
I think you're at about 30 now, so you can stop.
No, but look at what I mean, if you want to get super different, right? I mean, Contrarian mode is on, so it's going to seek out some different plays. it's got stack attack mode on, which is going to get you diversity. And if all you're looking to do is, if you don't care if 149 of your lineups just tank, but if one of those takes you into that promised land, I'm not saying it's going to happen. This is time for a disclaimer. Everything we're showing you is what, Brandon?
It's for entertainment purposes only. There are no guarantees that you will win anything.
But it is possible. There is
Yes,
hope.
it is. Yes, it is.
So look at, I mean, Gino, Mayfield, Deshaun, Tua, Purdy is back in action. Derek Carr in the Saints uniform. There he is. I said, could you name him? He is actually in a lineup. Joshua Dobbs. He reminds me of Roy Hobbs from the Natural movie. That's the name I get, but it's not Roy Hobbs. It's Joshua Dobbs. There's a rookie the Colts surprised everybody with. Yeah. I mean, look, in those first, it's not the same quarterback, right? Kenny Pickett expected to lead the Steelers to a great year. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of this guy. Joe Burrow with, look at what it, I mean, look, we stacked two, right? So Burrow Chase with Hill, with Godwin, with Henry, with a Packer rookie, Jaden Reed out of Michigan State, to balance with Watson and Romeo Dobbs, right? You got, I mean, it is a small, I'm ready to enter them. Should I save the CSV and just max out? And I'm saying DraftKings, you know, we talked about this earlier. Hopefully they don't. But if all of our members start to really crush on the Millie Maker, you think they'll limit us, or they'll just say, hey, congratulations, guys, you put together something pretty crazy cool? What do you think?
I think we'll get their attention. But all this is saved in a CSV, and you can just drop it into DraftKings. Takes 10 seconds.
Man, these are, I mean, again, you know how long it would have taken you to figure this all out? Remember when we first started this 9 months ago, and individually I was saying, okay, I want to max out an MLB 150, and I would put in, like, I'd choose a team and I'd save 10, and I'd choose a team and I'd save 10, right? 15 saves later. And then I was trying to find the CSV file, but 4 deep, you guys should be, and girls should be excited that this is at your disposal. $1 7 days, and then while the offers last, you get a $5 off on the monthly $29.97. Includes MLB, what's left of the season, includes NFL, includes NBA when we add it. Eventually, Brandon, one of his favorite sports, golf.
PGA.
Yeah. I mean, we did this earlier today, and I thought those lineups were good. I don't see a bad lineup in here.
They've all got possibilities, that's for sure.
I mean, if you want to get different, I think if you start Joshua Dobbs, you're probably going to be different against those Commanders. But hey, you never know. I don't know a lot about him. I think he played a little bit last year for somebody. Was he the quarterback when Deshaun Watson was suspended for? It was Mayfield, I think, and then didn't he got traded or released, and then the Rams picked him up. And Jalen Hurts, obviously, he's going to be played a lot this year. Herbert, but you'll notice when we put stack, you could have put 3, but we chose to go 2. So again, it maxes out as much of the lineup. You can see 49.9, 49.8, gives you the point projection, 129. It's never going to be exactly. I mean, Burrow, he's one of the higher with Herbert, 21 points at quarterback, 19. The nice thing about maybe saving some money on a quarterback like Tannehill, he's only 5,200, right? But look at what you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
I mean, and this even went Tannehill and wide receiver Chris Moore for $3,000, right? Only 8,200. So you can smash in Jacobs, Aaron Jones, Tyreek Hill, Lockett, Henry, Godwin, and the Saints defense. So that's one of the things people go, well, why would I want to play a Joshua Dobbs at 4,600? Again, it's going to match him with their premier receiver, which is Rondale Moore, is only 4,200. And you can smash in Jacobs and Jones again, Hill, Godwin, Henry, Lockett, and one of the higher priced defenses, the Commanders. It's a thing of beauty. Mayfield 4,900. He's got Godwin there. I think Evans is he's been questionable. I don't know if I think he's trying to negotiate contract, and he might have a hamstring that's a little tweaky, but you got Debo there. Hill. I'm liking him. I wish it was like Saturday. Well, nah, because then we skip right through that Chiefs Lions game. So I don't want to, life is short. I don't want to miss that game. So I'm trying to figure out, and I'm concerned if ESPN, do they televise is that a Thursday night game on ESPN?
It will be televised. I'm not sure who has it, but
hopefully it's not them because of their squabble with Spectrum, or I'm going to have to get on Spectrum and get off to somebody else. But anyway,
there is an ESPN app that you can go for.
I think I have that, so I can reroute. I thought they asked though who your provider is.
I don't know. Maybe they do. It's on NBC. You're safe.
All right, let's do it. I have NBC. Okay, well, that was information probably not relevant to the 4D group, but again, we are excited. Hopefully this demo video allowed you to understand the power. And again, you didn't have to do that. You could, depending if you pay one team or 3 teams or 20 teams, you can go through all those and kind of just pick out, right? If you're going to play one and you say, I want one and I want Jefferson in that one. So look through those and see, right? Where's Jefferson at? There's Jackson, and Jackson. You know how many times sometimes the same name in the same group ends up oddly winning? So could be a sign. Jackson and Jackson, not on the same team, but definitely the same last name. Dion back there with the Colts. It could get a lot of attention out of Richardson. Him and Hull with Taylor doing the Taylor thing. Yeah. Well, Jamar Chase, what do you like? Who you're going to give away a secret? What quarterback are you going to target opening Sunday?
Opening Sunday. Well, I think Baker's gonna. I've liked the potential there. We'll see what happens.
Who do you like?
Baker Mayfield. I think he's gonna score some points for us.
That would definitely be contrarian.
I know it would be. Go into the pro options and show them some of the other capabilities of the system.
Yeah, I'm going to pay attention to Mayfield again because you got Jones, then you have Godwin, Hill, Chase, the tight end for Cleveland, and Debo. Smash, right? Yeah. And let's just say you're not let's say, Jones, I don't know. I kind of like the other running back for Green Bay, the guy that comes out of the backfield. I think they're going to split a lot of time this year. You have a little feature. You can go in here and look, and you see Jones's salary 6,300. I could take Kenneth Walker for Seattle. I could put Deion Jackson, Najee Harris, right? So that's what's nice about this. You could just choose. You don't see anybody there. As long as it's salary-wise is comparable. Devontae Williams, I like him a lot. That's who's going to play while Kamara is serving his suspension. Anyways, that's something I wanted to point out. If you like a lineup, but you don't like a particular person, you can do that. And as Brandon said, pro options pop up. It's going to work. Let me get this down and see if I can get it. Hold on a second. Let me get these out of here first. Pro options is sticking. It does work. Let me see if I reset this, and then go to it. Reset it. Show you, I think because we had ran the lineups already. Gonna get to the main slate again. You'll see you can do showdown Thursday night, you can do a lot of different, you can do Thursday to Monday, you can do DraftKings or FanDuel for those of you that play FanDuel as well. Pro options, there we go. You can get global max exposure if you just say I want to get, it does it already. I mean, I don't, if you use contrarian mode on and stack attack, it's going to get you really, really, really different. So, but we talked about this earlier. If you just don't want Joshua Dobbs or any Cardinals, and I hate to keep picking on them, I'm just, they are projected probably to be the least successful, but I know Brandon will probably never fade the 49ers as a team, being
No,
from that area.
I would fade the Raiders. I'm still mad at them for leaving Oakland.
Fading the Raiders, and yeah, but I think that there's a combination there. They got Jimmy G this year, so you got a little bit of a 49er connection.
Yeah.
You still fading them?
Yeah.
Okay. So this shows you how you can, you have a lot of, you can get minimum exposure on players, max exposure. There is 233 right now without any scratches available player combinations for the main slate. So hopefully this helped you. If you want to get down and just super smash on a few games, right? Like what a lot of people do, and I'm not saying it's the right thing, is they'll look at the totals, right? They'll say, wow, that Charger game, what's the total? 51, a lot of points there, right? So they gravitate towards the highest scoring games, and they fade the games that don't have many projected points, and you can do that, right? Or you can get contrarian and say, everybody's going to be going to that game, so I don't want to go to that game, right? All sorts of strategy. We will try to help people with showing them what has been successful for us and other players. Anything you want to add in closing? Not in clothing, but in closing.
No, I was just looking at the over-unders for the week, and you've got the highest over-under right now is 50.5, and it's Miami playing the Chargers at SoFi. So,
well, I think that should probably be, you got Hill, right? And
got Hill,
Herbert and Williams,
Herbert.
and
yeah, that could be a fun one.
And that one is the 425. It's the last game on the main slate, so probably wouldn't hurt to have a lineup or two.
Yeah, and you can go down. You can go in and play that as a showdown if you want to, just for fun.
You see that other late game slate? Well, I see 2 there. I see 3 there. So that one won't be in yours because you're fading the Raiders, but you might want to play the Broncos. So it looks like the balance, the Philly, New England. So there's some games that second half.
Yeah.
Right. Raiders or Rams, Seattle. I saw an interesting statistic I shared with you earlier, but one of the favored teams from a pretty good modeling, the Seahawks.
Seattle.
I heard on our Sportstopia podcast today, they were talking about Zach Charbonneau, or Charbonneau, the guy that came in as a rookie.
Yeah, from
Charbonneau. Yeah, him challenging.
Yeah, I saw him
play. The running back.
He's a quick one. So, all good.
Anything else?
No, I don't think so. I think we're. If anybody has any questions, you can find either one of us, Brandon at Fantasy Sports Logic or Daryl at Fantasy Sports Logic, and we'll get right back to you as soon as we can. So
We even have a phone number. A lot of people don't think it's real, but it is. We actually have a phone number with a website, which is pretty rare, and email, as Brandon just shared. So yeah, I've been connecting with some 4D members already. Are excited to be here. We are excited to have you. So thank you. This, well, you'll know if you're watching it already. Posted on the YouTube channel, and I believe it's going to be posted by Nicole in the 4D community area as well, probably the Discord. So thank you, everybody. Wishing you an amazingly awesome, super spectacular, and prosperous fantasy adventures.